Hello, and thank you so much for subscribing to this channel. I would like to tell you a little bit more about me, what I normally do, and how I think I could be of use to you. And also would like to ask you what sort of information about ships and ship archaeology you're interested in. Please do leave it down in the comments, and I will do my best to answer your questions, to address the topics that are of interest to you. I have been in the field of maritime archaeology, give or take 26, 27 years now, almost. I came into the field in just about the perfect time when the old guard, the people who founded the field, were still actively working. I had a very great fortune of studying with some of the foremost maritime archaeologists in the world, and these people gave me incredible knowledge. It is my duty, of course, to share this knowledge, and this channel is part of the way of sharing the knowledge. Much of the questions that we maritime archaeologists are asking are asked also by ship modelers. We happen to have very similar interests. Maybe we approach them differently, maybe the answers to these questions are slightly different for us and for ship modelers, but the basic information, the basic data, the hardcore data that we are gathering that is of interest to both groups. And that is why traditionally maritime archaeology has had very strong relationships with the ship modeling community. At the same time, because especially in my case, most of my work is in the historical period, or to use the European term, post-medieval period, what I do, what I'm interested in, what information I gather is also similar to what is of interest to naval historians, naval war gamers, and just general public who happens to be interested in this particularly exciting field of investigation. In these years, I have worked on sites that dated from the 7th century BC, Punic shipwrecks, in other words, Carthaginian, all the way to 19th century steamboats, for which ones, of course, I was a graduate student at the time. I have worked on canal barges as a student. I have worked on a number of ancient Greek sites, in fact, 2 of them, coming to think about it. I already mentioned, I worked for a friend who was excavating a Punic site. I have worked in the documentation of a Byzantine period shipwreck in the Black Sea. And most of my material has been concentrated on the post-medieval period, that is to say, from the fall of Constantinople in 1453 onwards, and it has involved the great royal ship Vasa in Stockholm. I have worked on a large collection, good lord, very large collection of Ottoman period wrecks in the Black Sea. In fact, I was the first one to excavate such a vessel in that area. I have also worked on a number of canal vessels in Lake Champlain when I was still a student, and I have worked on a series of wrecks in the Caribbean, particularly from the 17th century. All in all, my favorite period is the 17th century by far, But one way or another, I have ended up being known probably best for my Ottoman Rex and knowledge. So absolutely, thank you so much for subscribing to this channel. If you like this, give it a thumbs up and let me know what you would like to hear about and what questions you may have. Thank you.